One of Clif Extract's former students from Apollo and Sunnyside High School still clearly remembers the effect that Clif had on his life. Currently a medical doctor, this student speaks about Clif's influence as someone who was more than a teacher, but also a mentor who knew every one of his students and taught them to think big. This prior student provides the perspective of how an educator's passion can lead to a student's better future. Another former student comments about Mr. Extract's ability to empower students and to help in their leadership development. Clif began his teaching career at Apollo Middle School, where he also served as the head wrestling coach. He was hired at the same time as longtime colleague Robin Roberts. Robin noticed that Clif was absent on the very first pre-service day before school started. Thinking that being absent right after being hired was a rather brazen act, Robin approached Clif upon his return. As it turns out, Clif was out because he had just been married and was on his honeymoon. Robin has been friends ever since. Clif and Lori Extract have two grown children, daughter Alexis, who lives in Boston, and Stephen Extract, who is in the Coast Guard stationed in New Jersey. After a few years at Apollo Middle School, Clif moved to Sunnyside High School, where he was hired as a teacher in the Business and Marketing Department. In addition to his teaching duties, Clif served as senior class advisor, assisted with high school track meets, and served on the graduation committee. Clif worked several years as an advisor for students in DECA, Marketing Education Student Organization. During his tenure in the Sunnyside District, Clif received a number of recognitions and awards for his work with students. Some of these awards include the Northern Arizona University Distinguished Alumni Award, the Arizona Marketing Education. Some of these awards include the Northern Arizona University Distinguished Alumni Award, the Arizona Marketing Educator of the Year, and the Sunnyside Hall of Honor Award. These awards were a result of Clif's diligence in preparing his students for competitions at the local and state level, with numerous students winning awards and obtaining positions as officers for DECA at the state and national level. Clif served as chairman, president, and secretary of the Arizona Marketing Educators Association and the board of directors for the National Marketing Educators Association. Clif also spent a great deal of time coordinating student fundraisers for the Muscular Dystrophy Association and organized a yearly Christmas program for Sunnyside students with special needs. Over the years, Clif has been very supporting student wrestling. He served as either head coach or assistant coach during his years of teaching at both middle and high school levels, and he has continued to volunteer as a wrestling coach at Tucson High School. He has also been a volunteer with USA Wrestling Organization since 2002, and since 2009, Clif has served as the USA Wrestling Southern Director. Clif returned to the Sunnyside District during the 2015-16 school year to assist the district with a teacher retention and mentor program. After reading a newspaper article about the significant shortages Sunnyside and other districts were facing, Clif felt compelled to help. He mentored permanent and long-term substitutes, targeting substitute teachers who were trying to obtain certifications in their respective fields. One of his former students, Kathy Dong, compares Clif Extract to the Energizer Bunny, who always kept going and going, demonstrating tireless energy and motivation from the first bell in the morning to the last activity in the evening. Another former student estimates that Mr. Extract touched the lives of over 2,000 students who experienced having him in their corner. Clif has consistently given his heart and passion to his profession. He has provided his students with more than the fundamentals. For having such a widespread impact on so many students for helping his students reach for the stars. The Sunnyside Alumni Association is proud to honor this shining star in his own right, Theodore Clif Extract, into the 2017 Hall of Fame.